officially in it. The final week of the National Hockey League regular season, and everything for the Colorado Avalanche is still on the line. They're in the number 2 spot in the wild card and looking to hang on to get back into the postseason in 2019, as tonight they welcome in the Edmonton Oilers. Offer back to Girard. Oilers right now crashing hard into the Avalanche end. Nugent Hopkins trying to wiggle free. Benning with a long blast. Score! It was redirected by Gagne, or perhaps Lucic in the slot. And the Edmonton Oilers have taken a 1-0 lead here in the first period.
The Avalanche have not had a shot yet. Edmonton's had a power play. Got some shots on goal there. They get the first goal of the game.
Nugent Hopkins to Gagne. He'll find Nurse. No one-timer there. Nurse trying to find some room to the near side. Down the goal line, score! Darnell Nurse. The goal line extended from an impossible angle. The Edmonton Oilers have taken a 2-0 lead, and the Avs right now are stung with 6:59 to go here in the first period.
It was 9-0 at one point for Edmonton. Now it's 13-10.
McKinnon through traffic. McKinnon bursts down the shot and scores! Nathan McKinnon at the power play goal. He darted through the entire Edmonton decor. Race to the front of the net, and he rips it home for his career-high 40th goal of the season. And the Avs needed that one in the worst kind of way. Zadorov with a big hit on Chiasson, and he takes that puck right away. Outlet pass to Barrie, the defenseman, into the Edmonton zone. Wrist shot, he scores! Tyson Barrie! He beats him through the blocker, and he beats him clean. And just like that, we're all tied up until, for Barrie, his lucky 13th of the season. Oh, what a goal. Deflected up and out. Kerfoot had a stick out, but he brings it up ice. He'll find Nieto. Now, to Barrie. Works it. Finds Erik Johnson. One shot there. Deflected. Score! Alexander Kerfoot cleans up at the top of the blue paint. And the Avs have burst it wide open for 3 goals in the second period. They've got their first lead of the contest. Kerfoot goes off 13 goals, moves to 14 goals, and he was Johnny on the spot. Wrist shot blocked wide. Up the boards it comes from Matt Calvert. Outlet pass finds Wilson. He's got Soderberg on the near side. Holds up this Colin Wilson. Backhand shot, he scores! No, he didn't do that. He did not just do that. Colin Wilson from the top of the circles. A spinorama backhand shot to put the Avs on top 4-2. Oh, highlight reel of highlight reel goals.
This is old Dennis Savardian right here with his Chicago Blackhawk great.
As Kerfoot is in pursuit, and it's waved off. Alexander Kerfoot with good speed. Barrie down low for Landeskog. A wraparound try. Save, rebound. Score! Oh, they've waved it off.
I'm trying to find. I see the puck right there. Now it's certainly not.
Oh, that should be a good goal.
Upon review of the play, the original shot was not across the goal line. Then the goaltender was pushed in. We have goaltender interference on the play. No goal.
The Avs are now challenging the goaltender interference.
Upon video review, the call is reversed. We have a good goal line.
Trying to feed it to Bork. It gets all the way to Koskinen. Able to turn that one aside. Is in the corner. Chiasson. And it taken away. Jost absorbs a hit. It's a top front shot. Score! Sven Andrighetto on a perfect feed from Tyson Jost. And he solves this one away. 4:53 to go. The Avs take a 6-2 lead. And for Sven, 10, his 7th of the season. And will escape the Edmonton Oilers with a 6-2 victory to move to 88 points on the season. And the hopes of a wild card playoff spot are way still alive.
Absolutely. Now you instantly look who's next. Winnipeg. Desperate to win games, get home ice advantage. So it is going to be a big couple of days getting ready for them.